Welcome to this explainer. Today we're looking at a remarkably brief, but honestly, intensely provocative little piece of text. It's really just a title and a subtitle, but it's packing this massive, glaring contradiction about how we define the very words we speak every single day. We're going to completely break down the underlying paradox here, basically how language is categorized on paper versus how it actually plays out in the real world. Okay, let's dive into this.
I'm going to read the source text exactly as we have it right here. Excerpts from the lexicon of modern American slang. American slang everyone uses. Yep, that's literally the whole thing, just those few words. But I really want you to grasp that this single, undeniably bold claim is going to serve as the entire foundation of our investigation today. We're not pulling in a bunch of outside examples. Instead, we're looking strictly at the architecture of this specific claim. Because hidden right inside this short little phrase is a fundamental paradox about the rules of language.
Section 1. The modern lexicon. Now, what's really interesting about this is how a lexicon isn't just some casual list you jot down on a napkin. It's a formal, documented catalog of vocabulary. It is the official inventory of a language. I mean, think about when you usually hear the word lexicon. You probably picture medical lexicons, legal jargon, highly academic, heavy books, right? So when our source text uses the phrase the lexicon of modern American slang, it's instantly elevating casual, everyday street speech into something worthy of a formal, almost academic record. The source is basically telling us that these informal words aren't just verbal throwaways. No, they are an official, documented piece of the modern American linguistic catalog.
Section 2. Defining American slang.
So slang, by its very nature, is incredibly informal. And it's usually super transient. A word is insanely popular today and then completely outdated by tomorrow. But most importantly, it usually originates as a subcultural language. Slang inherently implies an alternative to the standard vocabulary. It's the language of the in-group. It belongs to the teenagers, the specialists, the rebels. It is literally designed to be outside the standard. It exists to exclude people who aren't in the know. And laying down that definition, that perfectly sets up the central, super fascinating contradiction of our entire explainer today.
Section 3. The universal usage claim.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact visual tension we're talking about here. It is a direct, head-on collision of ideas. On one side, we've got the concept of slang, which we literally just established is exclusive, subcultural, and informal. And on the flip side, we have the exact phrase from our source subtitle, everyone uses, which is entirely inclusive, mainstream, and totally universal. The source text has taken two completely opposing ideas and just smashed them together into a single phrase. I mean, how on earth can an exclusive, subcultural language be entirely universal?
So I want to pose this question directly to you. Can slang truly be universal? Think about the underlying logic here for a second. If the entire biological purpose of slang is to separate the in crowd from everyone else, what actually happens when everyone else starts using it? We actively have to challenge the literal truth of the source text subtitle here. The text is making a claim that straight up defies the very definition of the words it's using. Everyone uses. It's almost a linguistic punchline, isn't it? We really have to interrogate the sheer audacity of this absolute phrase. Notice how the text doesn't say slang many people use or slang teenagers use. It claims everyone. Your grandparents, your boss, your local barista, the politician on TV, literally everyone. The source is claiming that its lexicon isn't just some niche dictionary of cool subcultures. It's a mirror reflecting the absolute entirety of modern American communication. It's a massive, sweeping absolute.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our final section. Section 4, the excerpt analyzed. Okay. Here's the core anatomy of the claim we've just deconstructed. First, the source claims to be a formal collection, a lexicon. Second, it focuses on contemporary, inherently informal phrasing, modern American slang. And third, it drops this staggering claim of absolute universality, that this is language everyone uses. Just look at how these three distinct ideas interact right within this single source excerpt. The text is simultaneously formalizing the informal while mainstreaming the subcultural. It's like a linguistic tug-of-war captured in just a handful of words.
So the whole thing really comes down to this final, provocative thought. If everyone uses it, is it still actually slang, or has it just quietly become standard modern American English? It's a paradox that kind of makes you completely rethink the words you hear and speak every single day. If slang's entire purpose is to exist outside the norm, universal adoption actually destroys its status as slang, instantly turning it into the new standard vocabulary. Just think about that beautiful contradiction the next time you drop a casual phrase you assume is just slang. It might actually just be the new American standard. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning the language around you.